There's moving.
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for choosing XDT.
I do know how to.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. Get up now or whatever. Stay here if you want. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Laura and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Guess Laura has better things to do. Let's zap her. This should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow. There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Proceed through the beta menu to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery event.
Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Ok.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent.
Um bebê, velho.
Shutdown laboratory maintenance vent
Só com um
open.
bebê diferenciado, né? Modificado.
Lower gallery maintenance vent open. Motion trigger. Technician control.
Olha que bicho bizarro, né? Na última live eu
I
não
don't
conheci.
recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario. However, it's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this. Willingly. Maybe curiosity. Maybe ignorance. There's a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry though. You will be safe there.
Bem bizarro
Just
esse vídeo.
try not to make eye
Inclusive
contact.
agora que a gente vai passar
It will be over soon.
extras
I
pra
will
ele, né?
lose interest.
O bebê podia continuar aí, né? Você não podia ir pra lá. Aí, velho. Começou. Só a gente segurar com força. Ah, não tem nada. Não vai começar a puxar, não? Não vai? Não, aí foi só falar. Não. Não, tem que apertar com muita força. Ele vai puxar pra cá. Tô. Que droga, galera. Morre. Ele fica puxando isso aqui, né? Começou no game. Ai, não. Mano, eu odeio esse minigame. Lembrando, galera, que essa é a minha última tentativa, tá? Se eu não conseguir... Opa! Eu juro que eu vou comer. Mas essa é a minha última tentativa, galera. Se eu não conseguir... Não agora, né? Porque foi 9 minutos de vídeo. Eu acabei de começar. Live, quer dizer. Mas se eu não conseguir agora, velho, eu vou pra fnaf 6. Nossa, o sofá duro dele, ó. Esse ia puxar fraco, depois ele começa a puxar forte. É isso que quebra, velho.
When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Ballora will not return to her state anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Ballora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become louder, she is growing near, listening for you. Wait and be still.
Thank you for your patience. It seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to primary control module.
Vamos voltar, né? Antes que ele comece a puxar de novo.
Motion trigger, surface gallery event.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily to not create auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Mano, que susto que eu tomei, velho. Mano, que susto que eu tomei, velho. Que susto.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Mano, tem até um ponto no específico que a gente pode andar. Mano, a gente não pode andar quando ela não tá com a musiquinha?
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. Deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating. You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora gallery using the vents to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating. It seems you are taking a long time. Proceed as quickly and quietly as possible.
Não tá muito perto, não tem como saber. Que susto do enorme. De novo.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect.
Calma.
Great job. This completes your task for the night. Please proceed back through the velour gallery with care, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Ufa, completado. Consegui.
As the sun sets, so also does another chapter in the saga of love lost between Vlad and his distressed mistress. Can they be reconciled? Can their love rise again? That and more happening now. Clara, the baby is fine.
It is, Vlad. They had trouble catching him in the nursery today.
Lots of kids get hyper and run around and stuff.
They had to knock him out of the air with a broom.
I have to go.
They're going to dock your paychecks.
They can't do that. I'm a vampire. I don't need paychecks.
You worked the graveyard shift at the Fry Me Taco. Don't lie to me.
Oh, the humanity. When will the heartbreak end? When will these two ships passing in the night rekindle their long-lost love? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Welcome back to another pivotal night of your thriving new career, where you get to really ask yourself, what am I shortcuts, as well as a wide selection of other choices. Using the key, it seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for selecting Casual Bongos. Now that your elevator experience has been customized to your needs and you're thoroughly relaxed, it's worth mentioning that due to your lackluster performance yesterday, your pay has been decreased by a substantial amount. Please enjoy the rest of your descent.
Menos 3, velho. Mas não tem nada aterrorizante de novo.
Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect from time Freddy's core module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need to allow 6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy. You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself. Let's check on Melora first and make sure she's on her stage.
Poxa, mano.
Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Melora Gallery. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. It's important to make sure she's on her stage. Great. It looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium.
Nossa, pois bem.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Poxa, de novo isso.
Did you know that I was on stage once? It wasn't for very long. Only one day. What a wonderful day, though. It was in a small room with balloons and a few tables. No one sat at the tables, though, but children would run in and out. Some were afraid of me. Others enjoyed my songs. Music was always coming from somewhere else, down a hall. I would always count the children. I'm not sure why. I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me. 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, then none. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. I was covered in glitter. I smelled like birthday cake. There were 2, then 3, then 5, then 4. I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream. Although I only did it once.
Eu acho que os
There were
vídeos
4,
dele
then 3, then 2, then 1. Something happened when there was 1. A little girl, standing by herself. I was no longer myself, and I stopped singing. My stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I could move, at least
o vídeo
not
que
until she stepped closer.
é legal que eu
There
morri
was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment. Then other children rushed in again, but they couldn't hear her or the sounds of their own excitement. I still hear her sometimes. Why did that happen?
go back. Ainda bem que a gente não teve que passar por vídeo baby de novo. Acho que a gente vai agora.
Unlike Laura, funtime foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a full package used to get your basic and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the part service room.
Ui, que susto, cara. Que susto.
Great job, the parts service. It seems that funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch for the chest cavity is located on the underside of the endoskeleton jaw. To reach it, we will first need to open the faceplates. You will need to press the faceplate release triggers in a specific order, and it's important to be as precise and as careful as possible. Locate the small button on Freddy's face, just under his right cheek, and press it.
É meio-dia, vai ficar aí o dia todo. A escola já acabou. E aí, vai ficar na cama todos os dias? Não, deixa eu dormir. Levanta.
O que tem que botar aqui?
Valeu.
Great. Now carefully locate and press the button next to Freddy's right eye. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button just above Freddy's nose. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw.
Não começa. Não começa.
Great work. You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the body handcuff. Press the large black button beneath the body's bow tie to release the power module.
Ele tem razão. Tá bom. Não precisa ter pressa. Você está do lado dele. Por que tem que ter sempre um lado? Ele terminou a escola faz pouco tempo. Ele pode fazer uma pausa.
Acho que a gente tem que apertar o nariz.
Então, qual é o que assuma alguma responsabilidade. Ajude a sua mãe ou a minha. Arrume um emprego de meio período. Comece a pagar algumas contas. Eu já estou procurando. Não o suficiente.
O que a gente tem que fazer?
Você é muito doida.
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
Você não. Não, nosso filho. Aí está a vida dele? Não. Eu acho que não é a coisa que quero para ele. Mas ele sempre quis entrar no exército. Porque você sempre falou que queria se alistar. Mas por causa da sua lesão não conseguiu. Beijos. Todo garoto cresce querendo agradar o pai. Ele quer deixar orgulhoso. Fazer alguma coisa que você não teve chance de fazer. Com certeza não parece.
Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module.
Você lembra do Éter aí já?
Acho que tem que pegar ele.
Era mesmo. Cara, isso aí.
fazer, velho. Ah, botou o dedo aqui, né? Que droga.
Unlike Allura, fun-time foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure.
Mano, não tenho mais cupcake, eu vou ficar sem. O jogo não deixa eu dar cupcake pra vocês. Como é que chama esse nome?
Eu sou mau, sujo e velho demais pra cuidar de vocês. Esse jogador não, você é divertido. É quase uma pena ter que salvar você.
Uma luz.
Faça um favor pra vocês
Eu não sou bom cupcake pra vocês, né? E aí, o que eu faço? Na iPhone não tem como tirar. Tchau, não tem como. Tudo de novo.
Então, essa é a sua
Pra
esposa?
lá.
Ela faleceu? Sim. Você acredita? Fun-time foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room.
Mano, primeiro eu vou contar em frete.
Você vai chamar a polícia ou o que é? Bom, aqueles caras deviam estar na cadeia, não é? Os policiais não dão a mínima pra esse bairro. Eles com certeza não dão a mínima pra um velho quebrado. Não me diga.
Meio.
Unlike Allura, fun-time foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark. Daí, quando você acabar, eu te digo. Acho que isso eu não. Sabe, não, as armas não te assustam.
Não custa nada, né? Então.
Ele não me assusta. Ele não chega a jogar amanhã. Unlike Allura, fun-time foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with the flash beacon. Use it if you need to and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the part of the servant's room. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button next to Freddy's right eye. Great. Now carefully locate and press the button just above Freddy's nose. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw. Good job. The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the underside of Freddy's endoskeleton jaw.
Como você está? Pensei em te animar com os biscoitos.
Excellent. Great work. You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the body and puppet. Press the large black button beneath behind bow tie to release the power module.
Eu sei que vai parecer que tem muita pressão agora para tomar uma decisão. Algumas pessoas bem-sucedidas também não sabiam o que queriam fazer. Não tinham nem ideia quando tinham a sua idade. Algumas pessoas nem descobrem o que querem até ficarem mais velhos.
Acho que meu pai não pode ir.
Acho que tem que pegar ele já.
Vejo outras crianças perdendo o foco depois que saem da escola. É difícil encontrar livros. Alguns ficam desiludidos. Se acham em confusão. O seu pai não quer isso para você.
Não, pai.
Eu sei. Se você quer saber qual
Press the large black button beneath behind bow tie to release the power module.
E qual é?
qual é a coisa que mais te dá paixão? Sabe, a coisa que mais tem significado para você. Quando você souber isso, aí tudo vai ficar certo.
Com certeza que vou descobrir isso.
Mas não se preocupe. Até mais.
Obrigado.
press the large black button beneath my bow tie to release the power module.
Notícias suas. Eu tenho estado ocupado. O que você quer? Vai. Ele pode me matar. Quanto é dessa vez?